Hello, everybody. It's Zexul back again. You guys miss me? I miss you guys. I miss you guys a lot. I miss recording. I'm just recording my process. I guess my mental mind. It is what May 20th. I'm not sure when I'm gonna upload this or something like that. It is May 20th, 2026. It is like what, like 1 in the morning, 2 p.m. Like after. Well, it's not morning. It's afternoon, isn't it? Like that's the whole day gone. Well, I haven't been sleeping like the last few hours, but I've been awake. It's planned, but I decided to recording. I guess my state of mind of my journey. Centric been released for a few months now. I've been actually doing a lot of freaking house shows. It's been really nice. That's been a really thing. Oh, doing theatrical, motion picture, artistic classes as an actor now. So that's pretty a nice thing to do. I feel like me reaching my goals and my mentality and stuff like that of like how I'm living now. It's kind of like everything's kind of more say I don't want to give too much away because things are happening, but it's basically like that embodiment of you know how it's supposed to work in this right way, and I'm just really having great gratitude to it. I know I have a lot of hiccups in my life and stuff out of like my mindset basically. Like I could say right like I'm just trying to be per se the best of my version of myself that I am basically without per se trying to what you know having nonsensical stuff like infiltrate my mindset, and we're looking at printers by the way because I'm not sure how my laptop would do on playing games or stuff or watching videos and stuff and things like that. Not sure how copyright is, but I'm basically becoming and trying to involve myself as more of I guess what I'm trying to say, and there's notes like I'm confused because I'm jambling over myself right now. I guess I'm trying to put myself into this spot where it's like I'm living that global mindset that I'm living per se, you know, being I'm battling between living that global mindset with also still being genuine and you know resonating with you guys and resonating myself with my with what I am and stuff like that, and you know taking a step back of like how things are going. It's like I'm just really blessed of how things are just happening for me, and my life has been so interesting recently, and places and people I've met has been so interesting and intriguing because it's like it is a small bubble, but once you're in, you're in and you're introducing with all these types of characters and personas and energies and entities and people who know this person, and it's not like we're all not human, but it's like everybody has their own, I guess, individual story, and I feel like that human consciousness of things are like amusing and really, really, really powerful. It's powerful to humanity and stuff like that. I mean humanity, but I'm recording this process of myself, my emotions of how I'm feeling right now. Like I don't know how to really feel per se. I feel like energy around me has changed drastically a lot, and not in the same position as I once was. But it's also is like I'm still trying to take certain things off, and it's up to me to put in the dedication to make sure I let go of the old things that doesn't per se serve me, And it's like I know over time I'm getting a lot better than what I was last year and what I was last years and stuff like that, and staying dedicated to my faith and myself and the craft that I'm putting out there, and just being genuine in my own history and what I really assume certain things. You feel me? Um, I feel like when I build per se this platform of like Zexul Air, it was meant as a community. It's meant as a unity for creatives by creatives, and I guess now I'm having that place where I can record myself and record my per se thoughts. I'm so I don't know how to feel. Like it's such a weird feeling. It's like I'm there doing it, and I'm already there present, and it's like I'm just doing it. I'm just like I'm living. I can't even like I'm just present. Like it's not even like oh I'm thinking about this, thinking about that. It's like I can't think about what position I am. I'm just living. Like maybe I'll look back and like dang I was really in that position and stuff like that. Blah blah blah. But it's like how like as a kid you're in school and you're just going to school. It's kind of like that in a way. It's just like I'm just living my life. You know, there's no like ifs or but or like this, that, and the third. It's like just me living per se, just living it. And I'm just like watching the movie kind of go by, watching myself living my life, making choices that I make and stuff like that. Judging myself, what I'm also doing the actions of my life, what I'm also being received certain things, and when I'm also creating certain things, when I'm also like, putting things into like interpretation, and it's such a interesting feeling to be a part of because it's like these are just the blocks that I'm per se reaping and I'm building and I can build upon trying to make every block as great as it can be while I'm stacking stuff up because I know, you know, my physicality is like a small beam of what that's reality has formed to be, but it's like in my box of bubble I'm just being the best that I can every day, and you know going through my trials and tribulations, but also going through my faiths and hopes and aspirations, but also becoming per se that leader that I need to be, and speaking grace over my life instead of just negativity. See a lot of people speak negative about other people's, they make mean stuff, all that and stuff, but instead of just being letting people just be them, and if they want to change, they will change. But there's also is like in a sense of like you are what you sow to reap, rather from your body figure and how you kind of appear. Not saying besides genetics, but it's like how you represent yourself and what energy you attract and what do you watch and what do you consume and how your mindset is and who you really are and who you're trying who you're growing to be, and I feel like nowadays I feel like a lot of people shouldn't be getting per se negative hate because it's all experimental, but most people aren't used to people being different around them or changed and stuff like that, which is it's fine. It's just like when it comes to a point when you act on certain things, but that's gonna come with thought, and that's divided in like your consciousness of what your own spiritual and faithful belief is, and practice, certain things. Like I know from certain what sexualities, things like that, and like entities and people consume. Like I don't believe people should be getting the negative hate, but I feel like everybody should be able to live their truth, but not everybody's truth is gonna be right for everybody else. So in that sense, I get why certain things are gonna be so combative. It's just and that's where us as stories and as artists and things like that, not per se like oh my gosh I love this that and 30s of my people. It's more so like making sure the right stories and storyline get out there, and then again I think my hyper focus is right now is trying to curate the best stories and try to get the best stories out there to the energies or the ether. Ironically, my name, but it's also, you know, give it to that feeling, and like really really having a certain, like, you know, like really having like certain things that resonate, because we're in a new millennia of generations now, and certain stories need to be told, and we just need to be told certain stories, you know. And like, I feel like when I'm basically thinking about these things and these stories and so much life and so much things that we're going through, I feel like it needs to be basically seen, because art is just a reflection of human consciousness. And like these motion pictures and art field designs, these are just what the human conscious consumes, and the feeling of what human consciousness is and humanity has become, and the thoughts and the vibrations that we're basically inheriting, because that's how we feel at this point in time as a collective. And spiritually, the battles we're fighting, and what's the story plot line of that, you know, and how to raise up from that, you know, because no matter if it's your negative feeling or positive feeling, it's a derivative to what comes next, no matter what comes, you know. And that's just what life internally, no matter what, you're always going to have both sides regardless. So depending on, you know, are you going to be happy with the positive as much as, you know, being all right with the negatives when you're choosing certain choices? And so that kind of has me in a stalemate in a way, but also in a growing stalemate. You know, it's like I'm growing, but I'm still unsure about these things. But it's that me being unsure is helping me look for certain resources and answers, and developing my mentality and my inner consciousness and my subconsciousness to be free and driven to a higher mindset. You know, and it's not like, you know, I'm just really letting it all flow out of me. So just thinking, just letting what energy needs to be spilled out on me. So if it sounds like I'm running in circles, I apologize. But it just it's just so much that I can try to compact, that I can talk about this for hours. It just, you know, hearing myself say it, you know, it feels like my source of where this language of this energy is coming from is most driven. So I'm not sure where this is driven from, but it's driven, and it's a continuing conscious of breeding impact onto humanity's will, you know. And I feel like it's my due diligence, rather whatever I seek is the answer, you know, to still drive answers to humanity's will and spiritual will and energetical will as much as I can with the time I have. That's why I've been kind of playing around, because when I'm serious, you know, there's no time for play. But I gotta rest as much as work, as much as play, as much as eat, as much as learn, as much as stay calm. And I feel like I gotta make sure I'm per se like really like the best I can be, you know. Hmm. But I believe that's kind of all per se. I wanted to kind of get off my chest. I feel like I crossed off everything, but it's also moving this omega brain of mine to like a per se unity of things. I feel like, or like having an understanding as not feel, but having an understanding of, you know, things are not the same, but it's all about my per se reaction to these things and my motive to certain things and my lifestyle. And I just been I just been waiting and wondering, but also teaching and learning and growing. I feel like a man who's have his own feast and garden, and they're just sitting on his own cabin on that chair and make it rock and stuff like that. I'm just basically rocking, watching my feast grow, and just learning from it. So yeah, that's all I kind of want to say. If I want to say, I'm gonna record another video. But other than that, yeah. So thank you all for listening to my rant for 15 minutes. I know it's been short. I know I haven't been posting. I haven't posted. This is my first time probably posting this year, which is interesting. Um, this is my song basically playing in the background, but it's like it's pitched down. It's unreleased, so there's been something I did like a few months ago. I guess I'm playing it the season and other songs and stuff. But you know, but hey, all right. So I love you guys. I thank you guys for listening, whoever's listening out there, and until the next video, whenever that is. Um, I'm not gonna wish to stay consistent. It's more so my diary of myself. So if I'm writing more pages often, you know, you having more insight often, and I'm also having more insight often of my life when I do per se get to look back and hear what I'm saying and stuff like that, and wondering basically where I'm going with things. And when I do end up to that road, which I'm already am, you know, it's the best. So I love you guys. I thank you guys for watching and listening. I know it's a podcast episode ish. This is my voice with my Pinterest screen that I've been looking at. So hope you all enjoy, and I will talk to you soon. And stream eccentric, and I don't know, just be the best that you can be, and make sure no matter what, you are genuine in whatever you want to do and whatever you succeed as. Nothing comes without risk, or nothing comes without you know giving a little bit up, but don't give the wrong things to try to fight for superficial things. Make sure you're energetically, spiritually lifted and connected to it, because that's when the real goals are. But alright, I will see you in the next video. See ya.